benefits. Self-care is one of the most powerful choices a woman can make, especially in her later years. For too long, many women have been conditioned to place themselves last, focusing on children, partners, work, and countless responsibilities while neglecting their own needs. Over time, this creates fatigue, stress, and a sense of disconnection from the body. But something transformative happens when a woman begins to reclaim her time, her energy, and her attention. Self-care is not about selfishness or vanity. It is about giving your body and mind the attention they deserve so they can continue to support you with strength and vitality. When you prioritize yourself, you begin to notice subtle yet powerful changes. Your stress levels decline, your sleep improves, your skin glows, and your energy rises in ways that seem surprising at first, but are truly just the natural outcome of giving yourself the nourishment you always needed. The body thrives when it is listened to. Many women grow accustomed to ignoring signals of exhaustion, tension, or imbalance. They push through tiredness, suppress emotions, and tell themselves they don't have time to slow down. Over the years, this creates wear and tear on the nervous system and drains vitality. But when you shift your perspective and choose to connect with your body, you start to notice the small whispers it has been giving you all along. A little rest when you need it, a few minutes of breathing when you feel anxious, or even a mindful practice of appreciating your body can completely change your state of being. This connection creates balance within, supporting healthy hormones, circulation, and immunity. You begin to realize that you are not fighting against your age. You are working in harmony with it. Self-care also nurtures emotional well-being. The demands of life often leave women emotionally depleted, giving so much to others and rarely pausing to refill their own cup. When you consciously care for yourself, you allow your mind and spirit to recharge. Simple acts such as a quiet walk, journaling your thoughts, or meditating for 10 minutes can be deeply restorative. This reduces the constant background stress that accelerates aging and undermines health. When stress hormones such as cortisol remain high, they sap energy, disrupt sleep, and affect metabolism. By practicing consistent self-care, you naturally regulate these hormones, which leaves you calmer, lighter, and more capable of facing challenges with resilience. The mind becomes clearer, your reactions gentler, and your joy in life stronger. Another vital benefit of self-care is confidence. Many older women struggle with body image as changes in appearance, strength, or weight naturally occur with age. But caring for your body shifts focus from what you think is missing to what you appreciate and strengthen. Massaging your skin with natural oils, stretching to keep joints supple, or practicing daily affirmations reminds you that your body is still capable, beautiful, and worthy of care. Confidence radiates not from perfection, but from acceptance and self-love. The more you nurture yourself, the more you begin to see your worth and carry yourself with dignity. Confidence is magnetic, and it creates a cycle where self-care leads to self-love, which fuels more care in return. The ripple effects of self-care extend far beyond personal health. When a woman feels balanced, strong, and joyful, it influences everyone around her. Families notice her energy, friends feel her positivity, and communities benefit from her strength. Rather than being drained, she now has more to give. Yet it comes from a place of abundance instead of sacrifice. This is why self-care is not selfish, it is generous. A well-nourished woman becomes an anchor of stability and inspiration to others. She teaches without words that health and happiness are within reach no matter the stage of life. One of the most overlooked aspects of self-care is the simple act of pleasure and relaxation. For older women, reconnecting with their body can be a profound practice of healing and renewal. Mindful touch, gentle massage, or taking time to explore comfort and pleasure release endorphins that elevate mood and reduce pain. These moments of self-connection stimulate circulation, keep hormones balanced, and even boost immune function. What was once seen as indulgent is in fact deeply restorative and necessary for long-term wellness. These practices remind women that their bodies are not something to be ignored or criticized, but rather cherished and enjoyed at every age. When you build a lifestyle of self-care, it does not have to be complicated or time-consuming. It can be as simple as setting aside 10 minutes each morning to stretch, enjoying a nourishing breakfast, or turning off the phone to protect your peace. Over time, these small acts add up to powerful results. The body begins to respond with greater vitality, the mind with sharper focus, and the spirit with renewed joy. The key is consistency, not perfection. By showing up for yourself daily in even the smallest ways, you send a message to your body that it matters, that it is valued, and that it deserves care. Food is one of the most powerful tools for maintaining health, energy, and youthfulness, especially as the body changes with age. Many older women are surprised to discover just how much difference small changes in diet can make to their energy levels, mood, and overall vitality. What you eat becomes the foundation of your strength, the clarity of your mind, and the resilience of your immune system. Choosing nourishing foods is like giving your body high-quality fuel, while poor choices slowly wear it down. The beauty of this secret is that it does not require extreme diets or complicated restrictions. Instead, it is about learning to provide your body with the nutrients it craves to perform at its best. As the years pass, metabolism naturally slows, and hormonal shifts affect how the body uses energy and stores fat. Many women notice weight gain, fatigue, or difficulty sleeping, and often these issues are connected to what they are eating. A balanced diet rich in whole, unprocessed foods can reverse many of these challenges. Fresh fruits and vegetables flood the body with vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants that combat cellular damage and slow down the visible signs of aging. Lean proteins like fish, chicken, beans, and lentils repair tissues, build muscle, and keep you feeling satisfied without adding excess calories. Healthy fats from avocados, nuts, seeds, and olive oil nourish the brain, reduce inflammation, and support hormonal balance. The more natural and colorful your plate looks, the more life-giving energy it delivers to your body. Hydration is another overlooked aspect of diet that makes a world of difference. As people age, the sensation of thirst can diminish, and dehydration often sets in unnoticed. This can lead to fatigue, headaches, digestive issues, and even confusion. Simply drinking more water throughout the day can brighten the skin, improve digestion, and restore energy. Herbal teas, infused water with lemon or cucumber, and water-rich foods like melons and cucumbers make hydration enjoyable and easy. A well-hydrated body works efficiently, flushes out toxins, and feels lighter and more energetic. Another key element is reducing the consumption of processed foods and sugar. These modern conveniences often contain hidden salts, preservatives, and chemicals that disrupt natural balance. Sugar, in particular, spikes blood sugar levels, leaving you tired, moody, and craving more. Over time, it contributes to inflammation, which is at the root of many age-related conditions such as arthritis, heart disease, and diabetes. By gradually reducing sugary snacks, sodas, and refined carbohydrates, and replacing them with whole grains, fruits, and nutrient-dense alternatives, the body begins to stabilize. Energy becomes steady, mood swings decrease, and mental clarity improves. Protein becomes especially important for older women as it helps maintain muscle mass that naturally declines with age. Muscle is not only important for strength and mobility, but also for metabolism. Without enough protein, the body becomes weaker, more prone to falls, and less capable of burning energy efficiently. Adding sources of lean protein at each meal supports not just physical health, but also confidence in daily movement. Pairing proteins with fiber, rich vegetables keeps digestion smooth and blood sugar levels stable, creating a feeling of lightness and balance. Calcium and vitamin D are vital for strong bones, which are more vulnerable to thinning and fractures in later years. Dairy products, fortified plant milks, leafy greens, and fish with soft bones like sardines provide calcium, while sunlight and fortified foods help with vitamin D. Magnesium, found in nuts and seeds, also supports bone health and muscle relaxation. These nutrients may sound simple, but they are powerful shields against osteoporosis and frailty, keeping women active and independent as they age. The gut plays a significant role in overall health, and maintaining a healthy digestive system is crucial. Probiotic-rich foods like yogurt, kefir, sauerkraut, and kimchi feed the gut with good bacteria that improve digestion, strengthen immunity, and even influence mood. A well-balanced gut microbiome reduces bloating, helps absorb nutrients efficiently, and keeps inflammation under control. Adding prebiotic foods such as garlic, onions, and bananas further feeds these beneficial bacteria, creating a cycle of health that radiates outward to the entire body. Mindful eating is just as important as what is on the plate. Eating slowly, savoring flavors, and paying attention to hunger cues allows the body to digest better and prevents overeating. Stress eating and rushing through meals can strain the digestive system and lead to unnecessary weight gain. By creating a calm environment during meals and treating food as nourishment instead of distraction, women can build a healthier relationship with eating. This approach enhances satisfaction, prevents cravings, and ensures the body receives exactly what it needs. The beauty of diet is that it is flexible and adaptable. No single way of eating works for everyone, but small, consistent improvements make the biggest difference. Adding one extra serving of vegetables to dinner, replacing white bread with whole grains, or choosing water instead of soda might seem minor, yet over time these shifts accumulate into powerful transformations. Many older women who make gradual changes notice more energy, brighter skin, clearer thinking, and a greater sense of well-being. Diet is not about restriction or deprivation. It is about empowerment. It is about recognizing that the foods you choose each day are shaping your future health. Every bite is an opportunity to protect your heart, feed your brain, strengthen your bones, and keep your energy alive. A nourishing diet allows you to wake up with vitality, move through the day with strength, and go to bed with the satisfaction that your body is thriving rather than struggling. Movement is one of the simplest yet most transformative ways to stay youthful, strong, and full of energy as the years go by. Many older women shy away from exercise because they believe it must be exhausting, complicated, or physically demanding to be effective. The truth is that the body thrives on gentle, consistent movement rather than intense workouts that leave you drained. Even light activities, when done daily, can keep your joints flexible, your muscles strong, and your energy flowing. Movement is life, and when you keep your body in motion, you signal to it that you are not slowing down but staying vibrant and capable. The human body was designed to move, and when it becomes sedentary, stiffness, weakness, and fatigue quickly follow. Many older adults notice aches, reduced balance, or difficulty with simple tasks, not because of age alone, but because movement has become limited. By reintroducing light exercises such as walking, yoga, stretching, or using resistance bands, the body begins to repair and strengthen itself naturally. Walking, for example, is one of the most accessible exercises with enormous benefits. Just 20 minutes a day improves circulation, strengthens the heart, reduces stress, and lifts mood. It requires no equipment and can be done anywhere, yet it has the power to transform physical and mental health. Yoga and stretching keep the body supple and flexible, reducing the stiffness that often comes with aging. Gentle poses improve posture, balance, and range of motion, making daily activities easier and safer. Stretching also stimulates blood flow to the muscles, helping them recover and stay active. Many women find that starting or ending the day with just 10 minutes of stretching relieves tension and creates a sense of calm. Light resistance training, such as lifting small weights or using elastic bands, builds muscle that supports bones and joints, protecting against falls and injuries. Muscle also plays a role in metabolism, helping the body burn energy efficiently and maintain a healthy weight. Movement does more than strengthen the body, it also transforms the mind. Exercise releases endorphins, natural chemicals that reduce pain and elevate mood. These hormones create feelings of happiness and confidence, lifting away stress and anxiety. For older women who may struggle with loneliness, mood swings, or the challenges of aging, this mental boost can be life-changing. The sense of accomplishment that comes from completing a walk or a workout reinforces confidence and encourages a more positive outlook. The body feels stronger, the mind follows, creating a cycle of energy and motivation. One of the greatest benefits of consistent movement is improved sleep. Many women in later years face restless nights, insomnia, or frequent waking. Exercise helps regulate the body's natural rhythms, making it easier to fall asleep and stay asleep. Quality rest allows the body to repair tissues, balance hormones, and restore energy, leaving you refreshed and alert during the day. Light activity during daylight hours also increases exposure to natural light, which helps regulate the body's internal clock. This creates a healthy cycle where movement leads to better sleep, and better sleep leads to more energy for movement. Movement also protects long-term independence. Strong muscles and flexible joints make it easier to climb stairs, carry groceries, or enjoy hobbies without fear of injury. Balance exercises such as standing on one leg or practicing gentle Tai Chi reduce the risk of falls, a major concern for older adults. By maintaining mobility through regular movement, women not only add years to their life, but also add life to their years. They preserve their ability to live freely, confidently, and actively without relying heavily on others. This independence becomes one of the most empowering rewards of staying active. The beauty of movement is that it adapts to each person's needs and abilities. There is no single right way to exercise. Some may enjoy dancing, others may prefer gardening, swimming, or light cycling. The key is consistency and enjoyment. When movement is associated with pleasure instead of punishment, it becomes a natural part of daily life rather than a chore. Small choices like taking the stairs instead of the elevator, standing up to stretch every hour, or doing light housework with energy all contribute to keeping the body active. Over time, these simple habits create a foundation of strength and vitality. It is important to listen to the body and honor its limits while still challenging it gently. Overexertion can lead to injury, but underexertion leaves the body weaker. The middle ground is steady, moderate activity that keeps the heart beating a little faster and the muscles working just enough to grow stronger. This balance keeps exercise safe, sustainable, and enjoyable for the long term. Even on days when energy feels low, a few minutes of stretching or a short walk can make a significant difference. The body appreciates every effort, no matter how small. Another overlooked aspect of movement is its social and emotional benefits. Joining a walking group, taking a yoga class, or simply exercising with a friend creates connection and accountability. These interactions reduce feelings of isolation and bring joy to the routine. Sharing laughter and encouragement while staying active reinforces the motivation to continue and makes exercise something to look forward to rather than avoid. Movement becomes not only a physical practice, but also a way to strengthen relationships and enhance emotional well-being. Ultimately, movement is a declaration of life. It is a message to the body and mind that you are still growing, still capable, and still ready to enjoy everything life has to offer. Each step, stretch, and breath of activity rewrites the story of aging from decline to vitality. By committing to light daily movement, women reclaim strength, confidence, and independence, proving that energy and youthfulness are not defined by years but by habits. Balance is one of the greatest gifts a woman can give herself as she grows older. It is not just about keeping up with responsibilities or maintaining health in one area of life, but about creating harmony in the way you live every day. Too often, women live in a state of constant giving, rushing from one obligation to another without pausing to breathe, reflect, or rest. This lifestyle may feel necessary when raising a family or managing a career, but it leaves behind a pattern of stress and exhaustion that catches up with the body over time. As the years go on, the importance of balance becomes clearer. Stress, poor sleep, and overextension drain energy, weaken immunity, and speed up the aging process. The body cannot thrive under constant strain, but it flourishes when rest, relaxation, and peace are prioritized alongside action and effort. Stress is one of the most powerful forces that accelerates aging. When the mind is constantly worried, the body produces excess cortisol, a hormone that disrupts nearly every system. High cortisol levels affect sleep, increase fat storage, weaken the immune system, and strain the heart. Many women normalize stress, believing it is just part of life, but the reality is that living in constant tension chips away at health silently. Creating balance means intentionally reducing stressors where possible and building practices that calm the mind. Simple habits like breathing exercises, gentle meditation, or even sitting in silence for a few minutes each day create space for the nervous system to reset. These practices are not luxuries, but necessities for long-term wellness. Sleep is another pillar of balance that many women neglect. Restorative sleep is when the body repairs itself, balances hormones, processes emotions, and prepares for the day ahead. Without it, energy crashes, mood suffers, and health declines. Yet in modern life, sleep is often traded away for late night screen time, endless chores, or worrying thoughts. Reclaiming sleep as a sacred part of health can transform energy and vitality, creating a calming bedtime routine, dimming lights, turning off electronic devices, and preparing the body for rest sends signals that it is time to recharge. Quality sleep is not a sign of laziness, but of wisdom because it strengthens memory, sharpens focus, and restores the glow of youth from the inside out. Balance also means finding joy and relaxation outside of responsibilities. It is easy to fall into the pattern of filling every moment with work or duty, but true health comes when life includes pleasure as well. Reading a favorite book, enjoying music, practicing a hobby, or spending quiet moments in nature nourishes the spirit. These small joys have a powerful effect on emotional health, reducing anxiety and reminding you that life is more than tasks and obligations. Joy balances seriousness, laughter balances stress, and peace balances chaos. Giving yourself permission to enjoy life is just as important as exercising or eating well, because happiness itself is healing. The art of balance also includes creating healthy boundaries. Many women carry guilt when they say no to others, but constantly saying yes often leads to resentment and burnout. Protecting your energy by setting boundaries is a form of self-respect. It means valuing your time, your peace, and your health enough to not give them away recklessly. When you balance generosity with self-protection, you prevent exhaustion and preserve your ability to give meaningfully. This shift allows relationships to flourish with mutual respect and prevents the cycle of overextension that leaves so many women drained. Balance in daily living also extends to food, movement, and rest. It is not about extremes or rigid rules, but about consistency. Eating nourishing foods most of the time while still enjoying treats in moderation keeps life joyful and sustainable. Exercising regularly without pushing the body to exhaustion keeps it strong without causing harm. Resting when needed without slipping into inactivity maintains energy without creating stagnation. This rhythm of moderation creates a lifestyle that is sustainable for years, not just weeks. It allows health habits to become natural, effortless parts of living rather than burdens to carry. Emotional balance plays a critical role in aging gracefully. Life brings losses, challenges, and unexpected changes, and without emotional resilience, these moments can overwhelm the spirit. By cultivating balance in how you respond, you preserve peace even in difficulty. Journaling, talking with supportive friends, or practicing gratitude helps reframe struggles into opportunities for growth. Gratitude, in particular, has the power to shift focus from what is lacking to what is present, creating a sense of abundance and peace. When gratitude becomes a daily practice, it naturally reduces stress and fosters balance, no matter the circumstances. Spiritual balance, whether rooted in faith, mindfulness, or personal reflection, also adds depth to well-being. Connecting to something larger than yourself, whether through prayer, meditation, or moments of quiet contemplation, anchors the mind and soul. It brings perspective to daily stresses and reminds you that you are part of something greater. This perspective softens the intensity of worries and replaces them with a sense of peace and purpose. Spiritual grounding is a vital part of balance that keeps the heart steady even as the body and circumstances change. The result of living in balance is a body that feels lighter, a mind that feels calmer, and a spirit that feels freer. Instead of being pulled in all directions, you feel centered and steady. Energy flows more easily because it is not constantly drained by stress or exhaustion. Balance does not mean perfection. It means creating a lifestyle where health, joy, rest, and purpose coexist. It means knowing when to push and when to pause, when to give and when to receive, when to work and when to play. This harmony allows women to not only live longer but to live better, savoring each day with clarity, energy, and joy. Mindset is the silent force that shapes the way a woman experiences her later years, and it is often the missing key to living with energy, youthfulness, and joy. Many women enter midlife and beyond carrying limiting beliefs that aging means decline, weakness, or invisibility. They begin to see the number of birthdays as a sign of loss rather than a measure of wisdom gained. This way of thinking creates barriers that are more powerful than physical ones. The body responds to the mind, and when the mind believes in vitality, possibility, and growth, the body often follows. A positive mindset is not about ignoring reality, but about choosing to focus on what empowers rather than what diminishes. It becomes the foundation for health, strength, and radiance at every stage of life. The thoughts you repeat daily shape your energy more than you realize. If you wake up believing you are too old, too tired, or too weak, your body begins to move in alignment with those beliefs. But if you wake up with gratitude for another day and curiosity about what it holds, you begin to feel more alive. Gratitude rewires the brain to notice abundance instead of lack, joy instead of disappointment, and possibility instead of limitation. Studies have shown that people who practice gratitude consistently experience better sleep, stronger immune systems, and improved mental health. For older women, Cultivating this mindset is like unlocking an inner fountain of youth that refreshes the spirit and lightens the weight of aging. Confidence is another essential aspect of mindset. Society often places invisible pressure on women, equating worth with youth appearance or productivity. This creates a sense of inadequacy as physical changes appear with age. But true confidence comes not from chasing the impossible ideal of looking 20 forever, but from embracing the strength, resilience, and wisdom that time has given. When you choose to stand tall, accept your body, and celebrate your journey, you radiate a beauty that no wrinkle or gray hair can erase. Confidence shines through posture, voice, and presence. It attracts respect and admiration because it is rooted in authenticity rather than pretense. A confident woman redefines aging not as decline, but as evolution. A positive mindset also means maintaining curiosity and openness to growth. Too often, people assume that learning and exploring belong only to the young. Yet the brain thrives on stimulation, and curiosity keeps it sharp. Picking up new skills, trying new hobbies, or even exploring new perspectives on life activates creativity and mental flexibility. Older women who adopt a mindset of lifelong learning not only keep their minds agile, but also find new joy in discovery. Whether it is painting, cooking a new recipe, practicing meditation, or even learning to use new technology, these acts of curiosity keep the spirit young. They prevent stagnation and replace fear of aging with excitement for what is still possible. Another dimension of mindset is resilience, the ability to face challenges without losing hope. Life inevitably brings hardships, loss, health issues, changes in relationships, but the way you approach them determines whether they break you or build you. A resilient mindset sees obstacles as lessons and pain as opportunities for growth. Instead of being crushed by struggles, you emerge stronger, more compassionate, and more self-aware. This resilience builds emotional balance, reducing stress and creating a steady sense of peace even in difficult times. Resilience does not erase pain, but it empowers you to rise through it, carrying your dignity and strength forward. Surrounding yourself with positivity is also part of cultivating a healthy mindset. The people you spend time with, the media you consume, and the words you tell yourself shape your inner world. If you are constantly surrounded by negativity, criticism, or fear, it becomes difficult to maintain joy. But when you choose uplifting environments, supportive relationships, and affirming words, your outlook naturally shifts. Simple practices like repeating affirmations, spending time with encouraging friends, or listening to inspiring messages nourish the mind and create a mental environment where hope flourishes. This environment then spills over into physical energy as the body mirrors the mind's state. One of the most powerful shifts in mindset is letting go of comparison. Many women measure themselves against who they used to be or against others, creating feelings of inadequacy. But comparison steals joy and blinds you to your unique gifts. Accepting yourself as you are today, with all the changes that come with time, creates freedom. You begin to appreciate your body for what it can do rather than criticize it for what it cannot. You appreciate your experiences for the wisdom they bring rather than mourn the years that have passed. Letting go of comparison allows you to live fully in the present moment, which is where vitality and joy truly exist. Mindset also determines how you see aging itself. If you view aging as the end of opportunity, your world shrinks. But if you see it as a chapter of growth, freedom, and exploration, life expands. Many women discover that later years bring a chance to reinvent themselves, pursue passions they once set aside, and live more authentically. The limitations of youth, such as pleasing others or fitting into expectations, fade, and what remains is the opportunity to live for yourself. This mindset transforms aging from something to dread into something to embrace. At its core, mindset is about choosing empowerment over limitation. It is about deciding that you are not defined by years, but by how you use them. Every thought, every perspective, and every belief has the power to either weaken or strengthen you. By cultivating gratitude, confidence, curiosity, resilience, and self-acceptance, you build a mindset that fuels your health, enhances your energy, and keeps your spirit glowing. This inner strength radiates outward, influencing not only your own life, but also inspiring those around you to see aging in a new light.